Hello, and welcome to today's Transformation Terra Talk, where you will learn how to remove the blocks that keep you stuck. So often in life, we have dreams and goals and a vision for where we want our business or our life to go, but we don't get there because we have these blocks standing in the way that typically we are not even aware of, or we just don't know how to remove them because they just seem so real and they seem like make they can't change, so that we therefore our dream or our vision, our success that we want, our relationship that we want, anything that we're really wanting to attract into our life does not seem possible because we're actually blocked and we don't know that we're blocked. So how do we remove it? So today I'm going to talk to you. This is like one of the most powerful practices that I do in my masterminds. It is when I watch my clients remove the blocks standing in their way to their greatness, to their success, to their relationships, to the love that they want, to the joy and happiness and how they can live their life. That's the power. That's the magic. That's when everything shifts. So if you didn't know, I'm Tara Nolan from transformationterra.com, here to share with you how to remove the blocks standing in your way to your dream business and life. I guide smart, soulful women and some men to achieve their dream life, both through following their purpose and creating soul calling success and 6+ figure businesses, as well as just finding that peace and calm amongst the chaos of life so they can ultimately live with more freedom, time freedom, and financial freedom, as well as more fulfillment. We get to a point in life where we're looking for some deeper meaning and there's something more. And this is what it's all about. So if you have a dream and there's something more out there for you, or you're just wondering what that is, then what you have to do first is really, these are the steps we take in my mastermind. So I'm going to walk you through like the first couple. What you have to do first is get really honest about what's working and not working in your life. We use something called the life wheel. You can find them for free online. You can Google life wheel. And what we do is look at every aspect of your life and see on a scale of 1 to 10 where you're at. So you can actually see where you're, if you have an area that you didn't even realize, like you were at a 3 and you want to be at a 10, we can then look at what is it going to take to get you towards a 10. But oftentimes what happens with clients and people in general is that they will say, but I'm here because of this. I can't get to a 10. This is my life, Tara. You don't understand. It's worse for me. I don't have this choice. And we help remove those blocks so that they can actually get to a 10 in all aspects of life. So I take a holistic approach to modern business. Yes, I help women follow their purpose and live with passion, use their passion to monetize and to monetize their gifts and their strengths, and therefore really create that prosperity and abundance and deeper meaning in their life, right? So you're looking at your life, seeing what really works, what doesn't work. And a lot of times we are so conditioned to say everything's fine that we don't like get honest about like, this sucks. This hurts me. And if you don't even go through that painful moment of accessing that, then you can't change it. So it takes looking at what really hurts you and what is not working in order to have that opportunity to change it. So that's first, is getting honest with yourself about all aspects of your life, what's working and what's not working, and not, you know, pushing it away by distracting yourself with something else, such as, I don't know, maybe it's like just being really busy with work. Maybe it's having a cocktail. Maybe it's like traveling, or traveling's amazing, but traveling's amazing, work's amazing. All these things are great. Shopping, sex, all these things. But when you use them to distract you from what your heart really needs, what your heart and soul really needs, you don't experience that deeper level joy and fulfillment. And I speak from experience. I have certainly used everything out there to distract myself from what really mattered deep in my heart and what was missing in my life at different times. So it's been a journey to get to where I'm at. And it's also been a lot of deep personal work through coaches, therapists, yoga studies, travel, self-work, self-help, like, the journaling, the meditating, all of that. I recommend it all because this life is amazing and you deserve to have an amazing life. So getting honest with yourself with what isn't working is not some sad doom and gloom. It is actually giving you an amazing opportunity to rise to a point of like the highest vibration and happiness and confidence and calm and joy that you can even imagine. And that is the journey that you take. Okay, so then we guide our clients to determine the vision of where they want to go. Like, again, in your business, in your life, in your relationships, you've got to have a very definitive answer on like where you want to go next. So I'm going to change this here. So we are looking at, but then you have to look at what is standing in the way, because you all have like some reason that this big dream can't happen. So today I'm going to share with you how to identify those blocks and how to remove those blocks. So right here and now on this live, you can do this. We're going to do this over the next several minutes. So what I do often on my retreats is really guide people to write down what's standing in their way, what is their biggest pain or struggle, because this block is in the way and it's really stopping them. And then we take some time together on these retreats to really identify what is fact and what is story. And let me go into that because it all feels in our heart of hearts like it's a fact. It feels like this is real. Like, you don't get me, Tara. Like, this is how I feel. So how is this not a fact? Like, my retreat attendees, and the next retreat, by the way, is really exclusive, amazing event coming up in August. And I have a limited number of spaces left. So if you're interested in that, type retreat in the comments below and I'll get you the information. But I want to keep going. So on our retreats, I go really deep in looking at like how you have connected with this as your fact and as your block, maybe throughout your life. And you have to be willing to open up to a new possibility. You have to be willing to come from a place of inquiry. And that inquiry is the simple words of what if? What if this weren't the truth? What if there was another way? What if this simple practice, this live today that you're watching, what if this could change your life? What if this could be the one moment where you get a shift, where you can open up to the business success you dream of, or the relationship of your dream, or moving across the country or the world, whatever it is that your heart is yearning for, but you have told yourself it's not possible or that you can't. You have to step into inquiry. What if it were possible? So when you write out all the reasons why you can't and all the struggles, you need to literally go through those and say, is this really true? And I use the 4 questions from Byron Katie. If you've ever read the book Loving What Is or done the work, she calls it doing the work. Byron Katie's amazing. I use her often in my coaching. And you really look at, is that 100% absolutely without a doubt true? And oftentimes you really don't know if it's true. It just feels really true or seems like it's a reality, but is it? I can't afford this. Really? Is there another way that you could, or I could never move because of this. I can't get successful because this happened with one of my clients in our last retreat. Her name is Lori. Lori said, social media doesn't work for me. I'm wasting my time on social media. And I was like, whoa, like, social media is pretty amazing to give you an opportunity. Like, here I am in the woods in like a remote place in northern Wisconsin, able to connect with people all over the world. Like, I work with people all over the world. I talked to a woman in Hungary last night, and I have clients, Australia, Bali, Germany, like all over, besides the United States, of course, and Canada. How would that be possible without social media connecting us? Like, it's so amazing. So this opportunity to go visible, even for free, like we used to pay so much. My dad used to pay for television commercials. I was always so embarrassed as a child in elementary school because he had the silliest, funniest commercials. My dad's a character. But a strong businessman and driven, and always has been, was willing to get himself visible to connect with people in his real estate business. And we have the same opportunity, but now we're not even paying for it. It's just building your audience, right? So how do you look at social media? So we had to really go through this with her and see, like, was it true that didn't work for her, or could she find a way to crack the code and see how it did work? Because it obviously is working for a lot of people in this industry in some way. So it is cracking the code though. And we do teach our members and clients to do that in our masterminds. But stay with me here. I'm going through removing the blocks that are going to stop you from creating the success and dreams in your life and business. So thank you for tuning in. It's great to see so many of you here, some faces that, some names that I know. So how this really starts is you have to notice what you're focusing on. Your thoughts create your reality. So I first led you to, get honest about what's working, what's not working in your life. Determine the vision. Now you have to look at the blocks standing in your way from creating that vision. Now you have to look at all the reasons you said you couldn't, be able to be willing to come from a place of inquiry and really look at what's a fact and what is something that you've made yourself believe is a fact. What is like the story that you've made around it? Like, this is why I can't have this. And then you have to be willing to remove that block, to say, or come from a place of inquiry and at least consider what if. And that is honestly why a coach is so powerful. Like, my clients will fight me on this and say, no, Tara, it's true, I can't. And it's amazing because by the end of it, we do this in front of everyone on our retreats or on our online mastermind calls. And they're like, oftentimes there's tears and there's smiles and there's like excitement and inspiration. There's a whole new way because it's like, I get it. I could do this. Oh my God, could I really? Is this possible? Am I doing this? And it's scary to step towards your dreams. That's why you create these blocks to keep you stuck. So now that you've looked at this opportunity, I would say, what about looking at your regular thoughts and what you're focusing on? So if you are constantly focusing on negativity, reasons that you can't, or focusing on other results that aren't really what you want, then you won't get that result, right? So what if you focused on the result that you actually want in the dream vision, like all the time? Like, you focused on taking steps to move you closer towards that vision. And your energy and your attitude went around the achievement of that and the possibility. And you stayed in this higher vibration of, yes, it's coming. It's already coming. It's already a possibility for me. It's already happening. So pay attention to what you're focusing on and notice when you have those blocks in the way, are you blaming someone? Are you blaming a situation? Are you blaming the pandemic? Are you blaming your spouse, your kids, your parents? Are you placing blame somewhere because then you ultimately don't have to follow your dream path? What if you could let go of all the blame, because that puts you in victim mindset and it doesn't give you empowerment mentality. So victim mindset is, this is what's happened to me and this is why my life is different. It's not possible for me. But empowerment mindset is, no matter what is happening out there, no matter what circumstance I came from, no matter what is going on around me right now, it's up to me to find a way to make this possible. It's also, number 3 is non-attachment. So in yoga, this is one of the, in the sutras, there are 196 sutras, there are the 8 limbs, and in the limbs there are yamas and niyamas, and in that there is non-attachment, which is a parigraha, one of the niyamas. It's your attitude towards yourself and how you treat yourself. Are you attached to a negative or a positive outcome? It doesn't matter, but it's not being attached. You want to do the practice of abhyasa and vairagya. Yes, I'm using Sanskrit terms, to put in the effort and let go of the outcome. That's how you move forward through life with ease and flow, not this like control, stress, and struggle, because life isn't going according to the outcome you want. You have to get non-attached, like be in flow, that it's not like this shouldn't have happened. This person shouldn't have done this. They shouldn't have made this mistake. They shouldn't have, wronged me in this way. I shouldn't have had that. Like, that's all blaming, and that's all attaching to an outcome that you might have thought was the right way. You have to completely let go of right and wrong and really let go of the attachment to any specific outcome that you are expecting in your life, because the universe may have even better plans for you. The universe may have a new opportunity that you can't even possibly plan for or dream of, because you don't even know that it's a possibility yet. So just trust, even these negative, challenging, hard situations that come, they're all there to lead you to what's next. And maybe they were exactly as they were meant to be. Maybe this is how it had to go to get you to this outcome. So notice what you're focusing on. Let go of the blame of anything and everyone so you can be empowered and not be a victim. If you want to stay in a victim, you can blame everyone else, right? But do you really want to be the victim? Do you really want to be the victim? No! You want to be empowered and strong and create the life you want, right? So then don't get attached to any outcome, because again, you're trying to control, and you got to let go of the control. I'm going to keep going with some other tips to remove the blocks. But before I forget, in case some of you tune in and out, which I hope you don't, because staying till the end will give you all the answers that are inside of this, I want you to know that tomorrow I will be hosting a free masterclass for the first time on purpose, passion, and prosperity. So you can really discover what your purpose is, tune into your inner calling, your soul calling, so you can live with passion every day and even monetize your passion to create prosperity in all aspects of your life. Please do join me. It is a 90-minute class. Be there fully and present, and I'm saving at least 30 minutes at the end for question and answer. There will also be time throughout for, interactive and breakouts and really working on some of this stuff. So I have the link in the bottom, transformationterror.com/purpose. Unless you're on Instagram, then it isn't. And I will type it in the comments after this. But you can also just type purpose in the comments, and I will be happy to send you the link. If you're type it right now. Even send me an emoji right now, just so I know that you're there listening. I see people names popping up and in and out. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm on several different platforms right now going live. So I use StreamYard, so you can go live on many at once, and then separate for Instagram. So I'd love to see who's there. If you can, let's see if I can click on some over here. Yeah, so send me a smile or emoji and let me know if you watch this on the live or the replay, and even type in I'm here or replay, so I know you're able to watch it. If you're looking for the free masterclass tomorrow, type in purpose. If you want to hear about the retreat, the exclusive retreat on the cliffs of Lake Superior in August, type in retreat and I'll send you that. To continue, this is a big one. You might tell yourself later. I'll go after that dream later. The time is always now. Now. The time is this moment, not someday in the future. Are you really going to wait your whole life to ask out the person you really want to be with? Are you really going to wait your whole life to start the career that your soul is yearning for? Are you really going to wait your whole life to live the place you've always been yearning to live, or to move, or to travel, or whatever it is? What are you going to wait for? So don't tell yourself someday or later and all these other excuses. Now. The time is now. The rest is just putting it off. Wayne Dyer says, don't die with the dream inside of you, right? The music inside of you. We never know how long we have. That's what really catapulted me on this path of coaching. It was when a dear friend died in a motorcycle accident. Tomorrow he was gone. My dog almost died last week on my drive home. I was like, oh my God, she's laying here by me now. But yeah, she's great one minute, and the next minute, we're losing our dog. I mean, it was a big deal. She's, we got a little family here. It's just me and my daughter and my dog. So she's like, my daughter was like, she's like a real sister to me. I'm like, oh my God, I know. And she's okay now, but like life can happen like that, right? Like 1 minute it's here, 1 minute it's gone. So the time is now. So I just can't impress that upon you enough. And don't sell yourself short. Don't see yourself and lessen your potential. That's like when a lot of clients of mine will step into imposter syndrome. I don't think I could really be a coach. I don't think I could really help women reclaim the goddess within. I don't think I could really help people, find that calm amongst the chaos. I really want to, and I'd love to, but who am I to coach people? I still have my own problems. Darling, we all have our own problems. We all have our own pain. That's what makes us better coaches. And this doesn't mean that you have to be a coach. Like, I want to help people, no matter what industry you're in, just to follow your soul calling and really like live with that empowerment mindset so you can create the life and business you dream of, no matter what that is. I do work with a lot of coaches because they're really drawn to me since I built my own coaching business. And I'm all about like, my passion is in helping people to uh, live to their highest potential and listen to their truth, listen to that inner voice and create their dream life that they block themselves from, right? So a lot of coaches want to follow that path. So that is a lot of the people I work with. But I guarantee something, every woman in my mastermind or the men I work with in VIP days and private coaching, they all want to help in some way. They all want to make a difference in some way. But this is what happens. They might see themselves as less than their potential. So don't see yourself as less than you really are and don't make this decision that you're capable. Some people come to me, they say, I want to make, this much money a year, like 50,000 a year. I'm like, no, we're not settling for less than 100,000 a year. Like, we're just not. Like, you're absolutely capable of this. Like, this is how we're going to do it, right? So that's an example. I mean, money's one example. It's everything. And another block that people have is really investing in themselves. Like, if you want to learn, like, people invest to go to school in college to get somewhere. They'll invest in a degree, they'll invest in a car, invest in a home. Like, what is better to invest in than your own future? Like, in my experience, investing in self is has the highest payoff. The highest payoff. Because now you're investing in your life's happiness, your future, like getting that most fulfillment out of life. Like, aren't you worth investing in? Isn't this life like worthy of that? This is your chance to like grow and expand. Like, you're in this lifetime right now, and this is your chance. So whatever it is that you're drawn to, I'd love to have you join me on a retreat. I'd love, if the mastermind calls you, then book a call with me and let's talk and see if you're a fit. But if there's something else in your life too that's just calling to you, investing in yourself is one of the best choices you can make. Even if you're going into debt, that's good debt, man, not bad debt. Bad debt is spending frivolously on something that will have no return. There is no higher return than investing in yourself. So don't let that be a block. And someone said to me, oh my gosh, you always have coaches. That takes a lot of humility. And I'm like, why? Why does that take humility? Like, you have anyone that teaches you anything. Like, you don't know what you don't know. You haven't been there yet. Like, you'd already be there if you could do it on your own. Like, someone had to teach me how to build this business. Someone had to teach me, how to build the right staff. Like, I have a team of 7 amazing women right now. With me, we have a team of 8. And I just love my team, but I've had to continually invest in myself so I can be the best like leader I can be, and really bring everyone together to like be all about our mission. And I absolutely love it. But I've had support along the way, to understand the best leadership skills that I can bring to the table, to understand, how to make decisions coming from a place of profit margin, to understand like what are the best ways to market. Sales was something that came kind of naturally to me, and I had a lot of experience in that. But I was taught that back when I had experience through my days in corporate. So whatever it is, that you want to do, painting, anything, like someone teaches you throughout. So why would you not invest in yourself to learn something that's going to get you where you want to go in your future vision? So something to consider. And last, not quite last, two more things. Don't stay attached to your past. Your past can hold you back, and it's just that, it's your past. And don't worry about your future because it's not here yet. You're choosing like, but what if this happens? But what if the most amazing thing happens? But what if I like lose the money? What if you make 10 times the money? You know, what if game can really get you in trouble, or it can bring you to a higher place so you can create new results that you really want. So noticing if you're stuck in the past, like this is how it's always been, because of this I can't do this, you know, all that. Or if you're scared of the future, you're stuck in the past or scared of the future, be in the now, be in the present, and be here and ready to just say, in this moment, what am I drawn to? How am I feeling? What would be amazing? What would make the difference for me? And looking at removing any of the blocks of the past holding you back, or the future worries that have not even happened yet, that aren't even real, right? And then lastly, this is my last tip for you today on removing the blocks. Really, really important and powerful. My clients notice a difference when they're doing this and when they're not doing it. And I'll say, are you doing this? Have a practice of some sort that you are committed to on a daily basis, of some sort. I don't care if it is quiet, moving, walking meditation, if it is seated in your peaceful place in your home where you can meditate and journal, if it is just a spot you go to at lunchtime that you can sit and breathe for 3 minutes, do something every single day as a ritual that grounds you and centers you and connects you to self. Grounds you, centers you, and connects you to self. Because that is the way you will be able to tune into the inner messages and listen to your heart. The heart will always know best to guide you. The head will get you in trouble, telling you, this is logical, this makes sense, you can't, who do you think you are? All of this, right? You need that time to tune into you, to listen to your heart, to be at a calm place, not in a place of like crazy chaos, and like know who the heck you really are. And that is connecting to your truth, and it is the only way to live your truth. And I believe living your truth is the only way to love your life. To truly embrace fulfillment and happiness is to living true. I believe it so much. I had it like tattooed on my arm. Satya. Satya means truth. It's the first of the yamas in the yoga practice of the 8 limbs. And I did name my business Satya. Satya LLC is my limited liability company, the corporate name of my business. Just so, as I close up, just for fun, I'll share with you, yes, this is Satya, Live Your Truth, and this is Leela, Love Divine Play. So I think this is the highest enjoyment of life. So live your truth. Remember to play. This is my business. This is my daughter. 2 things that like mean some of the most to me in this world. And with that, I will tune out and say, please leave me a comment or emoji if you have any questions. If anything I said today resonated with you or helped you in any way, I really would love to connect with you, learn from you, know that when I'm here doing this live, that it's like impacting someone in some good way. So means a lot to me, whether you want to private message me, make a comment below, just to hear from you. So with that, I will send you so much love, and removing and power and strength to remove the blocks standing in your way so that you can create the ultimate level of fulfillment and live your dream, create your dream life and business, live your truth and love your life. Peace out. Namaste.